happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. Today I'll be reviewing the Sanyo model number RP5065. I purchased this radio for $10 off of eBay and found out it was built in 1988. It's kind of a cool vintage vibe to it. It's a little rough around the edges, so we'll take a look at it. Dimension wise, we're 3 inches wide, 5 1/4 inches tall, and a depth of 1 1/4 inch. When I received this radio, it had issues. The FM antenna pulled right out of the radio, so I almost sent it back, but for $10 I figured let's open it up and take a look. So I just found out there was a mounting screw missing and the connection for the antenna was still there with the little loop. So I found a screw that fit, and this screw came from my AudioMax 810 antenna that I had sitting off to the side that was broken. So I took that screw out and it fit perfectly in there. So always save your old parts if you ever have a broken radio. Never throw it away. You'd be surprised what you can mix and match and get things to work again. We have a 2-inch speaker here, which sounds really well. Up on front here, this clear bezel over the dial was really frosted and scratched up. And I was looking for some plastic polish, and I didn't have any in the garage. I usually use like a Nova plastic polish number 2, but didn't have it, so I went with a wax I found. This Mother's Brazilian Carnuba we used for my wife's car. Did a good job on getting that back so I could read the dial, because before it was very difficult. So this looks really nice now. So it just took about 2 or 3 applications, and it pretty much looks decent enough for me. Okay, so we got the brand name there, tuning, volume, the bands, the wrist strap on the left side, rib design. We have an antenna on top. This extends out to 18 inches. Right side, we have a tuning wheel, volume on off switch, another rib design, the bottom, little feet, so it stands on its own. Love that. That's very important to me. On the back of the radio, we have some information there. The model number, takes 3 AA batteries, AM, FM, vented cabinet, single ear earpiece, headphone jack, and then the battery compartment, which I already pre-installed, 3 AA batteries. That bottom one is hard to get out. There's no battery strap anymore. It was gone. These are great batteries, these Synergy Centuras. They're low self-discharge, so similar to Eneloops. We get a 4-pack for $8. They're worth trying. I'm having good luck with them. So if you guys want to try a rechargeable battery, that's a decent one to give a go. All right, so with that said, we're going to go ahead and turn it on and hear what we can hear on the bands. So let's go start on AM. We're on AM there, or switch. And we'll give it this, see what we can hear.
Protection against deportation for certain illegal immigrants. They have no plans to compromise. All night, ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, Sirius XM, channel 80. While there are
local station.
We started out with wins at Milwaukee, at Toronto, and Monday's wins at Cleveland over the Cavaliers.
This is a 700, probably WLW out of Cincinnati.
Gunshot flew into this car. The victim was transported to a local hospital and remains. Services 8 inches have fallen in Greensboro and Durham, while Winston-Salem has gotten 6.
740 Zoomer, the only ones that have music in that band area. So very cool. It picks it up.
Cherokee, Clayton, and Cobb. Coweta, DeKalb, Eliminate lime scale the smart way. No maintenance, no salt, no plumbing required. By his abhorrent actions. President Trump used Twitter and GOP.com to release his
780.
first.
A lot of people in the room.
I didn't hear it.
Métro-fin à la taxe sur le carbone.
Jason Kennedy of the United with a free iHeartRadio. Your favorite artist and get a station.
This is probably 840 WHAS out of Louisville.
Songs handpicked by real people, fellow music
A lot of
fans.
stations right there at the 800 mark.
Down, we personally
Propre taxe dans les provinces récalcitrantes. Jason Kennedy.
Toronto 860.
Compétence et promet de se battre devant les tribunaux, comme la Saskatchewan. Et les 9 professeurs de droit.
Dr. Lederman is first. First for you with body radiosurgery. Dr. Lederman hits your alcohol limit from 0.08.
A lot of stations coming in.
Road. 14th Street Road. I love my pillow. When a new weekly publication was born in Washington. Raiders trying to help reduce that number, even with battles raging.
Just put promo code LOVE. That's promo code.
No, you don't want to be called. Drugs as you hear. Poured into a bottle of old medications in 8-GRACE, 1-800-78-GRACE, or go to our secure website, embraceradio.com. Questions where would you go if real estate?
If you're old enough,
Empowerment pill that works on demand. Even your partner will notice it.
So we're going to find a lot of distance stations between the 1250 band and 1600 band. So you can spend a lot of time in here with an earpiece on and see if you could pick up some faint stations. And I think you will find some distance stations with this radio. The AM band's really good on this as far as sensitivity goes. Selectivity, not so great, but the sensitivity is pretty nice.
Radio to work for your company. Here's your KWQC TV6 first alert forecast. Your Quad City's Wednesday night forecast calls for
WKCW.
temperatures falling to the teens with a southwesterly wind remaining breezy through the overnight hours as we head into your Thursday. Look for sunshine and temperatures climbing above 60 back to the 30s. That's your latest first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist King.
It's 19 degrees.
Now another hour of healthy conversation from the WOC studios, brought to you by the Genesis Heart Institute.
Okay, we'll have to figure that out.
Or reality, backdoor fiction.
Yeah, I like to think that the Spurs can figure out a way. And arguably the best two.
This is Red Eye Radio. Hello and welcome. He's Gary.
Really worked. And the NBA
Saturday in Philadelphia.
Okay, top of the band. I'll be honest with you, the FM performance on this is severely lagging. I'm just going to show you with the antenna only. And then I do have a wire set up here now in my window. So we'll see if we can pull any stations in. So switch that band select to FM on the back. Go to the beginning here and see if we hear anything. one station. A little $5 radio puts us to shame. Here's the classical.
This month, our technology correspondent Rachel Silverman reports.
Apple says it will pay $38
It's like a
billion
local station.
in tax and profits made overseas.
Checked my connection. It looked good on the FM antenna, so nothing seems to be broken or anything. So what we can do, I'll show you. I'll clip on the little external antenna and see what we can accomplish. See if it increases the reception. That way it gives you an idea of the FM reception, because I'm in a bad spot and sometimes it needs a little kicker. So we'll extend this with that attached. It's a wire from the PL380 Texan that the box I had. See right away we're getting some extra stations, so let's go ahead and retune that. This attached. See if it helps any. Okay, not really a whole lot of help, so must be an internal issue on the FM. I'm not too worried about it. This radio was only $10. It's a great AM radio. It looks cool in the collection, vintage. I'll keep it as that. I can always explore the FM circuit again to see if it is the antenna wire. It looked good to me. I can recheck the solder joints again and just to be sure. But overall, if you saw this radio sitting there, look at it. If you can get it cheap, under $10, yeah, buy it for the AM. Don't expect a lot from the FM, unless it's just my personal example isn't very good. But I bet you outside it works a little bit better. Overall, not a bad radio. Again, it's a buy if you can find it cheap, but over $10, it's really something you could just pass on. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.